When it comes to Bigfoot, I don't think there should be any exceptions. If you are capable of questioning people who are rather skeptical of the existence of such a creature, then why should higher institutions such as the government be exempt from this sort of skepticism? Why should they be exempt from this sort of, I don't know what you would call it, I guess, questioning. I don't know why we need to question someone who wouldn't believe in such a creature, but at the same time we wouldn't question the government for trying to make sure that we can't find it. Now I know that's going to sound a little like conspiracy theory, but you have to keep in mind that the government, up until recently, they did not acknowledge the existence of Area 51. Which, by the way, at least to me, I think of as a place that is absolutely useless. We could probably do without it. Probably get rid of a lot of the debt from cutting funding to it, but that's just me. When there's someone who doesn't want something to be found out, there is something that is known as the Streisand effect, where the more they try to cover it up, the more likely it is that it's going to end up blowing up in their faces. Now, I find that to be quite true of many a thing. In this case, when it comes to Bigfoot, it can only be sort of ignored for so long. The only reason that we may acknowledge it is when one day one of our researchers ends up disappearing. One of them doesn't come back from an expedition. That, it may be because they got lost or it may be because they got killed, but when you try to think of reasons to, in this case, prove the existence, we should actually be trying to capture it. Now I know that many will oppose that, but I'm not talking about killing it. I never said I was. Now, if you want to try and prove the existence of a creature, if science wants a body, you know what we should be doing? We need to put all our efforts into trying to give them a body. And I don't mean by killing it. We could simply tranquilize it. And even if the odds are stacked against us, we need to at least try. Otherwise, we are simply refusing the opportunity to actually help with something that is an absolute breakthrough. And that is something that we should not be doing. When something is such a breakthrough, when something is such a great discovery, we shouldn't try to simply throw that possibility out the window. If science wants us to capture the body of a Bigfoot, we sure as hell at least put as much effort as we can into finding a fucking body without harming it. We need to if we see it, we shouldn't try and stand there with our thumbs up our asses. We need to grow a pair of balls and run after that damn thing and tranquilize the motherfucker. Otherwise, it shows that we do not have the courage to actually capture and help prove its existence. It shows that we may be all bark and no bite. It shows that we have put all of our effort into finding circumstantial evidence and absolutely putting none of the time towards actually trying to capture a living specimen, because we fear that it may be rejected. We need to completely ignore that fear and just simply do it. We can't keep thinking, well, we could do this, but thinking, no, fuck you. No buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just go after, just do it. There should not be any reason for you to try and deny that. There should not be any reason for you to try and not do that. If you have the time and the opportunity, you shouldn't let that opportunity fly by. You should actually decide to do it. Otherwise, you are simply missing out. And you are helping to stagnate any discoveries made in the world of Bigfoot. You're helping to make sure that there is a lesser and lesser possibility of rather significant and substantial evidence being found.